All right, everybody. We're gonna do a full tour of the houses in Everfall and which ones we want to buy. So we've saved up and we've gotten to level 30 standing for the tier 4 house, the highest tier house you can buy. It's 20,000 gold, but I have not purchased a house yet because obviously the strategy is to buy the most expensive house first because it's half off, including the half off your property tax, which has been a bug. I think they fixed it. So your property tax plus all the property tax discounts we get, plus the fact that it's owned by our faction is also a discount. We should have a bunch of options. So we're going to buy the most expensive house we can. And we're going to do it right here in Everfall, which is right in the middle of the map, giving us access to a ton of cool stuff. So the first option we have, which is a really nice option, is this one here. Should we go into an empty one? We'll go into the fully renovated one. When we buy it, it'll be empty, but this is somebody who spent a bunch of time and money on things. So each tier is indicative of how many storage chests you can put in there. So this person has, I think, the maximum. They have the maximum amount of storage furniture, which is 4. Tier 1 is 1, Tier 2 is 2, Tier 3 is 3, Tier 4 is 4. You can have 5 pets in Tier 1, 6 pets in Tier 2, 7 pets in Tier 3, and 8 pets in Tier 4, and then 4, 6, 8, 10 on lights. And then you need, so the big thing for buying houses is obviously the fact that you can fast travel to this house from anywhere. And that doesn't matter what tier house you have. That is absolutely... You can do that at any time, at any place. There are cooldowns on the fast travel, but at the same time, they are... you can reset them with a certain amount of Azoth, depending on how much time is left. You cannot do that with inns, and you cannot do that with anything else. This is the reason to buy the houses. They're so much more powerful than I think a lot of people are giving it credit for. They cost 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, but like I said, your first house is half off, and that includes the minimum tax, which is 250, 500, 750, and 1,000. So you get half off that as well. So you also want to look at the town here and see what the taxes are for the faction that's running it and what they have it up to. Right now we have a 7% tax, which is not huge. It's average for the map. This is what they take into account. When they say average, it's for everything else on the map. But we also have, as we can see... We also have a discount of about 25% now, I think. If it update, yeah, 23. Oh no, sorry. Property tax 21.5%. I think I've upgraded that, and sometimes it takes one more level to see what the next one is. But with 21.5% discount plus whatever discount you get for being in the faction, that may be nearly nothing if that even exists. They keep changing it, so I'm not sure. But yeah, this one's pretty nice. So it's 2-story, red, which is not bright yellow, even though, most people say like, oh, Covenant's yellow. We hate yellow. It's like, yeah, it's yellow on the map, but most of our actual armor colors are red, so it's actually pretty cool. So this one's not bad. This is a pretty decent choice. It's nice. It's 2-story. It fits over the top here. It's got a little side yard and entrance into the settlement. Not too terrible, But then this next one is also a tier 4 that doesn't have red. It's yellow. It's got a red door. It's also 2-story, but the bottom story is all covered in stone. You could decorate a bunch of stuff. I think it limits you up to 200 decorations. I think that also includes your storage stuff. So keep that in mind. And then lights are obviously their own thing. You can put your storage chest pretty much anywhere. They just limit you to how many you can put on. What I do like about this house, though, is 1, it's right next to the crafting stations, but 2, it has this huge backyard. Like, it's got a huge backyard and side yard. You can just kind of put stuff back here. I doubt you can mow the lawn, or when you place stuff, it gets rid of the lawn, but this one's really nice because of the yard. This is kind of was something I was throwing around up there as well. So it's not too bad. Let's see. We'll go into the other houses. There's one house we'll get to near the end, which I think we're going to buy, but there's another house I want to check out first before we do so. Let's go into this one. It's also highly decorated. This is another stone building with white interior. It's, I believe, also a 2-story. But this is a tier... Oh, no, it's a 3-story. This is a tier 3 house. So you cannot put... You can only put 3 chests in here. But essentially, it's kind of the same size as the tier 4. It doesn't have that yard, though. You know, we all love a yard. It's got a nice backyard into the other half of the town, which is pretty cool. And I believe if you are the person with the highest score for that specific house, that's the one that displays to the public. So it's kind of the incentive to get a bunch of score for your house so that you can kind of display all your stuff to public. And if not, it's just instanced to its own thing, essentially. But yeah, this person has a bunch of pirate stuff, a bunch of golden skulls, bunch of really cool things in here. So this isn't a bad house. If I wasn't trying to buy a tier 4 house, I would think about this one, truly. And then, I believe this is a tier 3 house. It's a 1-story. It's very small. We gotta enter from the other side, so I'm going there. This is a tier 4 house. It's a 2-story, but it's big. It doesn't have a front yard, but it has a nice little porch, and it has a backyard. So again, we'll step into here. It's got a nice little kitchenette area here, dining room. This person has really set it up, actually. It's really nice, really nicely decorated. Some bookshelves, got the dog hanging out here. As you can see, this backyard is pretty large as well. And this is, I guess, the question I had. I'm not sure if it went through, or I'm not sure if it actually happened this way or was designed this way already. But he placed a picnic table with a little bar out here, too, a little kitchenette bar. And I don't know if the grass went away, but if the grass doesn't go away, it might look a little weird over here. Little stone statue, not too bad. I think it's pretty nice, honestly. I think this is a really good house. If it wasn't bright yellow, I would think about buying this one. Here are the trophies. So I believe in each house you can put 3 trophies up. Although I see 4, so it might be 4 as well. I'll have to look into that one. That will go more into our houses video. But essentially, you can put trophies up, and those give you global buffs. And there's 3 tiers to each trophy, so there might be able to be 4. I think you could put 4 trophies in each house, one of each. Basically, you'd put one of each type, and then have, because you can have 3 houses by the time you hit to 60, you'd put one of each tier up, so you get those bonuses. So yeah, there's your, I think it's your mining, your log cutting, your skinning, and your harvesting. I think those are the trophies that he has here. And then, yeah, it's easy. This person's done a really good job at designing this. It's really, really nice. Like I said, if there wasn't bright yellow and I didn't like the stone in this area, I'd probably go buy this house. It's pretty nice. This is another tier 2. Yeah, this is a tier 2. It's small, but it's also pretty nice too. But as you see, the tier 2s have no yard at all. There's almost no room to do anything outside, which is, for a lot of people, I think it's very important. This is a tier 3. We'll check this one out real quick. This is a tier 3. It's also very wide open, but it is a 1-story. So because of how big it is, you can put a lot of stuff in it still. Plus, you have a pretty big backyard. And it goes into the other sections as well. It feels more, this house feels a lot more secluded, which, if you like your privacy, it's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Anyway, so, let's see. I believe there's one big house in the middle. There might be 2, but I know there's a really big house in the middle. There's another set of tier 2 house, and then a tier 3 house. Pretty much the same layout as the tier 3 on the other side. And then another tier 3 here. But we're going to go look at the house that I am probably going to purchase, which is this tier 4 house in the corner, right at the main entrance to EVERFALL. This one's real nice. I like this house a lot. Plus, the guy's got 40k. I could probably beat that. And if I can beat that, I can display all my stuff. So this is Cold Light. Nice little front yard. There's not much in the back, but it's a pretty big front yard. So it's got the bottom interior all stone. Go upstairs, you see the red interior as well, with a good amount of stuff to put up. But you got this nice little balcony in the back to have a little bit of seclusion as well. But you can spy on the people talking smack over here in the little area over here. Like, hey, I see you. I got my little binoculars over here. Throw my flame at him. Bam! Got him. And then we'll go upstairs. And then there's a nice little, you can set your bedroom up here. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I could beat this person. I could definitely beat this person in decoration. All right. by the time I get there, somebody else will probably have surpassed it, but whatever. Not worried about it. Anyway, this is probably the house I'm going to purchase. And then there's one right across the way, which is also, I think, tier 4. Yeah, tier 4. It's also pretty nice, too. I like the layout of this house a lot. Or at least I like the outside shape of it. It's pretty cool. Does this one have a backyard? I believe it does. And this is a 2-story as well. Oops. Yeah, so it's a 2-story as well. It's a nice open underground, or first story. It's got a decent backyard, I'd say. Also a little bit of seclusion. Not bad. Let's go second story. Also wide open. I'd say I would give this a pretty... As far as tier 4s go, I would say this should be really a tier 3. But I think the tier 4 really is because it has the yard. I think that's a big piece of it. Here's the really big house in the middle. So yeah, I think I was correct the first time. There's only one. This is the really big house in the middle. This is a tier 4, but I would believe, yeah, there's a lot of score here. I would say this is probably where people are going to be competing for the top score for pretty much ever. This is the most popular town to buy a house in, and this is going to be the most popular house by far. So it's got a decent backyard. If we go up, it is a pretty big upstairs. I don't like the layout of this. I think this is location, 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 which is why it's so popular. I don't think the layout is very good here. This is very much like the layout we just passed. But the fact is, it's right in the middle of everything. It's right in the middle of town. This is where, if you want all that tension, that's where it's going to be. So, but there's a couple more places to look. So if we go up here, you can actually be right in, like, outside of the middle of town and actually be a bit more secluded from everybody. So you have, we have our town hall there, and then we have our church for our covenant folk, like myself. And you have 2 houses. I believe they're both tier 4. That one's tier 4. This is tier 3, actually. So the tier 3 isn't bad. The tier 4 is, again, like the middle one. It's just 2-story and it's big. So if you want big, you know, that house on the hill feel, that's this one right here. So that's pretty much all the houses in EVERFALL. Again, and I believe you have 5 trophies per, and I believe you can put 5 trophies in all 3 houses, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look that up. Like I said, that'll go into our houses video as we redo that one. But yeah, this is a nice little tour of the houses in EVERFALL. I'm about to go buy my first house. We should just go in. Do you guys want to get a tour of my brand new house and how clean it is? And before I mess it all up, and then maybe we'll do another video in a couple of weeks after I have it all decorated, and maybe we can have a housewarming party, and you know, we can chillax. And I'm recording this on my birthday, so we can just, you know, we can have a party now, a real housewarming party. I'm gonna purchase this house. Decorate. 5 trophy slots. Here we go. 2-hour cooldown, which is it's a 4-hour for tier 1, 3, 2.5, and 2. But like I said, you can delete those. You can see what's happening. As you see right here, it's a $20,000 house, but I'm paying 10 because it's my first house. It's $1,400 property tax, which is new. It used to be 1,000. In half, it's 700 plus my discounts. Whatever I get after that. You pay per week. So every week you have to pay these taxes. So if you're saving up for your first house, make sure you have a few thousand over. I think I have like 14 something at the moment. So make sure you have a few thousand over, because you don't want to be stuck not making money and then not being able to pay that tax. I do not believe it's super detrimental. I believe that you just can't use it for travel or storage, but you can still have it and it doesn't just go away. So yeah, so we're going to make this purchase right here. Bam. Purchase house. House purchase. Congratulations, you are now a homeowner in EVERFALL. Make sure to pay property tax to use the following house features. So yeah, the house features. Close. It doesn't say what it is, but you know, there it is. But now we have a house. So we can start decorating. I think I have a few things actually. Here's our trophies. Yeah, so we got to make our trophies. Let's see. We've got our protective wreath, which I'm gonna put. We put out front. Not front. I'll put right there. Oh, hold on. Kind of didn't go the way I wanted it to. How about that? Yeah, it's nice. Not bad. Letter of mark around what is that? Earthenware jar. Put it right here so that we can play some music while we're sitting out on the porch. I don't have my puppy here, but as you can see, there's tons and tons and tons of decorations. There's stuff you can buy in the shop if you want to. There are Halloween stuff coming. Yeah, this is very much like trying to make you feel like you are in the new world, in Aeternum. It's pretty great. I can't wait to keep decorating. Again, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time.